tigers, and they look great in leopard skin. They're all the girls who work for Senator Packwood. Badass babes! Tonight on USA's Real Wild Cinema. Hello, I'm Sandra Bernhard. That's Bernhard. I'm your hostess for Badass Babes Night, right here on USA's Real Wild Cinema. Tonight we're going to reach deep into our vault of the sexploitation films of the 50s and 60s and pull out a few badass babe gems just for you. But before we show them to you, we've condensed them down to just a few precious scenes so that we're not here all night. Now, have you ever been embarrassed because you laughed inappropriately at a movie? If you saw Showgirls, you know what I'm talking about. Tonight it's okay to laugh because our badass babe movies are so bad they're good. The first film I've selected for our evening together is She-Devils on Wheels. It was directed by Herschel Gordon Lewis. Remember Herschel? He was the guy that brought you Blood Feast. Yeah, sure you do. Watch and remember, this isn't Showgirls.
Now, what happened to me, Mama? Sleeping over at Bonnie's. Oh, but Karen, I don't have Bonnie's number in case someone calls.
Nobody likes man-eaters on motorbikes. We own this road, so you better get lost. When you hear the roar of our cutout exhaust, bug off or you'll find that you have blown your mind. Get off the road. Get off the road. We know a man that made our clay. 3 suits and clay pigeons today. Get off the road before we have crossed, or you'll like to get your rear end tossed. Gonna be uptight, we're riding here tonight. Get off the road. Get off the road.
How you guys tonight?
Anybody here big enough to put out my fire? Think I'll try a little of that old hard rock. Okay, let's make it. The music's on, the booze is on ice, and all us girls are ready. So let's make it, boys.
Okay, now that last night's activities are over, we're going to get down to some serious bad business.
What's your problem, Betty?
What are you scumbums doing on our strip? This is our territory, Max. So unload now and unload fast.
Well, kind of rough for a lady. Of course, you might not be a lady. I don't see no bill of sale from the government for that property. Why don't you get back on that log and burn rubber?
Up your magic dragon, she will, Buster. Unload now. Or maybe you'd like to wear that crud carriage around your neck. Or around your you-know-what if you got one. Hey, Charles. He thinks he's a big man. Let's find out just how big he is. Yeah. Or how small.
You want to play? All right.
Can we ride a little faster? Said the leader to the pack. There's a buzz right behind us and it's breathing down our back. The cops are looking for us everywhere we go, waiting for our one wrong move, and into jail we go. We don't know nobody nothing, and we don't make no deals. We're swinging chips on motors, and we're man-eaters on wheels. We are the Hellcats, nobody nice. Man-eaters on motorbikes. Be on this road, so you better get off.
Sometimes I wish my life could be simple like Karen's. Weekdays, quiet, repressed girl next door. Weekends, reckless biker chick. Sorry, but we couldn't show you the ending of She-Devils. You see, the man-eaters were arrested for cutting off a man's head, but they were set free for lack of evidence. Up next, you'll meet the wild women of Bawanga, Bawanga. I just love saying that. Bawanga, Bawanga. Here's a secret on how the wild women of Bawanga, Bawanga keep their girlish figures.
You certainly look slimmer in that suit, Polly. Is it new? No, dear, but I'll show you my secret. Look. I'm wearing a Playtex panty brief to hold me in. A Playtex brief is the perfect girdle under a swimsuit, under shorts, or revealing fashions. Get Playtex, the girdle in the slim tube.
We'll be back with more Real Wild Cinema after this. Our next badass babe flick is Wild Women. It was originally titled Wild Women Bawanga Bawanga, but it was just too many W's. W's are never good in the title of a film. Case in point, Patrick Dempsey and the Woo Woo Kid. Good movie, bad title, too many W's. If you like to watch chicks fight, and who doesn't, you're gonna love Wild Women.
Help! You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me, no! Let me go! Manatos para orejas, let me go! What's the big idea?
Where you come?
America.
No, here's such place. Come on, Uncle Bunga. You come.
Matron, let's take a break for you. Well, I'll be.
You see? Nice man.
Who are these men?
Nice man. Husband of Ulama.
Husband. By George.
Women, they fight me. Queen.
Yes, we know.
Queen, she have no husband now.
Kinga Benga.
Husband, they try run away. Get big spear in back. Poor down. No more husband.
That's too bad.
No bad. Good.
Oh, yes, they're good.
Now Queen find husband. Like fire god. Say.
Hey, fellows! Save me! Save me! Help! 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 Mamma mia! This woman is her neighbor! Send her away!
Come on, Ivanda Tanda.
Get out!
We go.
Oh, we're glad to see you. Whatever happened to you?
Hey, you should have seen what they've done.
What's the Queen going to do with us?
You fight.
That's ridiculous. Imagine fighting a woman.
Come on, Estunga. Wagaduga.
Good. All right? Oh, come on, boy. Everything's all right. Everything's all right.
You no take all husband. Me queen.
this works, Count. It's your only chance of getting away.
Glad we got out of that scrape, huh? What was that? That's what I can make. Hey, we're surrounded. Who now? Why? She's the one who saved our lives.
Looks like you're stuck with her, Trent.
Oh, isn't that romantic?
When Wild Women was released in 1950, a critic wrote, and I quote, "This is such an exuberantly amateurish production that it is something of a novelty entertainment in itself." Those kooky critics, always giving and withholding at the same time. We have a lot more to come tonight here on Badass Babes Night on Real Wild Cinema. Stick around for tonight's feature, Astounding She-Monster, and tonight's special guest. My guest tonight is a legend in exploitation filmmaking. Blood Feast, 2000 Maniacs, and Real Wild Cinema's She-Freak are some of his most memorable films. My guest from Anniston, Alabama, David Friedman.
Thank you.
Welcome, honey.
Thank you very much, Sandra. It's a pleasure to be here.
Why do you think Americans are so obsessed with sex and violence in film? So frightened by sex and yet so intrigued by violence?
You know, it's so strange. Let's take Blood Feast, for example. Blood Feast, at the time Blood Feast was made, there were censor boards in the states and cities all over this country. No one ever said anything about Blood Feast where you're ripping a girl's tongue out or chopping off her arms or whatever. Censor boards pass, no problem. Now, in Europe, of course, the picture couldn't play anywhere. Belgium was the only country that has no censorship. It's so strange to me, though, that in the United States we're so obsessed with sex in movies. It has always been that way, that we have never worried one iota about violence, and yet in most countries where there is federal censorship, and the United States is one of the few countries in the world that has no federal censorship of movies, for which thank heaven, but there the concern is only with violence, where there is censorship, not with sex. But here, sex is the big taboo.
It's very strange. You've started a lot of people in this business. You were telling me about Karen Black.
Karen Black's first picture was a picture called The Prime Time, which Herschel Lewis and I made in Chicago in 1958. She was still a student at Northwestern University. Laszlo Kovacs, who is one of the great cinematographers, shot two pictures for me, The Daughter of Fanny Hill and A Smell of Honey, A Swallow of Brine.
What was that title again? Run that past me?
A Smell of Honey, A Swallow of Brine.
I love that.
That was very artistic, Phil.
Will you hang out while we watch our feature?
Sure.
You want to come back and talk some more?
Be delighted.
Love it. In 1958, the first-class theaters of the day were showing sophisticated movies like Gigi and Separate Tables. But new antitrust laws were making it illegal for movie studios to own their own theaters, and that led to a new breed of independent films. Audiences never thought these movies were any better than they were. Drive-in patrons of the late 50s enjoyed films like tonight's feature, The Astounding She-Monster, for the same reasons we do. It gave them a reason to eat popcorn and make out in the back seat. Here's part one of tonight's feature, The Astounding She-Monster.
Observe Antares, a star of the 12th magnitude in the Scorpio constellation. If you will observe closely, you will notice that a small, bright meteor has detached itself from the star and is hurtling through space at incredible speed.
a normal, carefree day in the life of a socialite, with the normal, everyday problems that confront them. Overslept, late for cocktails, perhaps the Cadillac won't start. For these three people, this day means the beginning of a job so carefully planned for so many weeks. There's the gate, Margaret. Beyond it lies the most fantastic experience of your life. The wheels have started. Carefully laid plans have been put into operation. No use to struggle, Margaret. Being kidnapped could be termed almost normal for a wealthy socialite. And you are being kidnapped. In fact, you're all being taken to a rendezvous with fate. High in the San Gabriel Mountains, the stage has already been set. No turning back now. But it plays only you.
Now, what made you do that?
I saw something at the side of the road. It looked like a naked dame.
Oh, you got rocks in your head.
Honest, man, I saw her.
Well, it's a cinch we're not going any place on that wheel. Come on. Come on, sister. Untie her.
What are we going to do?
Now, one peep out of you and you get slugged. Let's move.
Where are we going?
For an evening stroll. Let's get started.
Hey, Nat. There's the Jeep. Let's promote it.
Good idea. Stay here with the girls while I promote her. I'm as fond of dogs as the next guy, but when they attack you, you gotta protect yourself. What do you expect you break into a man's house? What do you want anyway? Well, pardon me. I'll write you for an invitation next time. Right now, I'm gonna borrow your Jeep. Well, if you'll excuse me, my friends and I'll be on our way. Not tonight, if you're gonna use that road. Why not? Dangerous enough in the daytime, but at night without lights, you never make it. You mean there are no lights on that Jeep? That's right. Hey, Brad, bring him in here. My partner will fix him. He's handy with tools. He's postgraduate work at San Quentin. Shut up! What did I tell you about opening your yap?
You had a drink in this dump?
Sit down, you lousy drunk.
I prefer to be referred to as an alcoholic.
What's the word? I'll light the buses on the Jeep. See what you can do. You got a bottle around here? Yeah, there's one in the kitchen. Hey, get it. If you're wondering who she is, don't bother. Well, she does look a little out of character for a church like you. Well, we're not exactly the social set she's used to traveling, if that's what you mean. dimwit. I told him not to shoot his gun.
The she-monster gets even more astounding in just a few moments. Don't leave us now. With hardly any special effects budget, how do you suppose the director Ronnie Ashcroft gave such a fabulous alien glow to the she-monster Marilyn Harvey? Simple. While the film was being printed, Ronnie just jiggled it whenever she appeared, knocking her image slightly out of register. Frankly, I wish Ronnie had been around to do that to some of my movies. All right, knock it off. Here comes part 2 of She-Monster. I can't wait to find out what happens to that Margaret Chaffee, the rich socialite. She's holding on to that mink coat with her life.
Where did this thing come from?
Well, earlier this evening, I saw what looked like a small meteor drop into the desert not far from here.
You mean it could have been a spaceship?
Well, possibly, but I don't see how anyone or anything could have survived the crash and disintegration that must have followed.
Well, it's a cinch someone survived because that thing wasn't from this world. We gotta get out of here.
Well, if this deadly creature is lurking in the darkness outside, how do you propose to get out of here?
I don't know, but we're not going to stick around here and end up like Brad did.
Trotsky.
Got to get out of here somehow.
Wow.
Must be some way to get rid of that monster.
An awful creature.
Obviously, she's coated in a thin protective metal of some kind.
I wonder what it is.
Is that radium poisoning beginning to show up?
You don't look so good, Nat.
I gotta get to a doctor, quick.
But how are we going to get past that haze?
Listen, we might try setting her on fire.
That's an idea. You got any gasoline or kerosene around here?
A can of gas in the kitchen.
Get it, and I'll make a torch.
Can I help you, honey?
No, I can handle it.
Here we are.
What's the idea of the bucket?
We can splash her with the gas.
Good.
There she is.
Why don't you get that gasoline outside?
Get away from that phone.
You get away from her. What's the idea? I was just going to call for help.
We don't need any help.
But she'll be after us, won't she?
No, she won't. She's at the bottom of the ravine.
Now let's get going. I'm taking both you with me.
Dick, what are we going to do?
I've got an idea. It may work. Now then. There.
Dick, if it only works.
Well, we'll soon find out. A second or two after this bomb breaks on her, these acids should start penetrating that metal.
Are you going to let her come into the cabin?
No, I'm going outside and wait for her.
Dick, let me go with you.
No, you stay here. It'll be a lot safer here. Besides, we'll find out if this bomb works or not.
Oh, please hurry and just get it over with.
All right. Well, as soon as I can get her away from you. Not only dead, but it won't be long before there's no trace of her.
Acid bomb? What a horrible death. God bless Margaret. She kept that stole on till the bitter end. You know, we can only hope that when our planet really is invaded, the aliens will have the drop-dead fashion sense of the she-monster. Eyebrows to die for. Skin-tight silver suit designed by Isaac Mizrahi, and extraterrestrial do-me heels. What a look. Yes, she does kill Earthlings, but at least she looks fabulous doing it. Hang around. We'll be right back with more of our guests. We're back with film legend David Friedman. Hi, honey.
Hi, dear. Wow.
Yeah,
it's like we just met.
It is, but we've known each other before. You're a legend in the exploitation business, but it's not really the B-movie business. What's the difference?
Well, the exploitation business, Sandra, was a little more than just showing a movie. Kogerbab was the genius of exploitation. He was one of my great mentors. Kogerbab came up with a picture called Mom and Dad, which actually showed the birth of a human baby.
Shocked everybody.
Shocked
the most shocking experience.
The most shocking experience. Here is the most totally natural biological experience in the world, and yet this picture was condemned. This picture was run out of time. He was in court 500 times defending this film. But in between the climax of this picture, before the birth of a baby is shown, he always had a lecturer, an eminent hygiene commentator, Mr. Elliot Forbes, would come out and talk about the evils of sex, of sex misinformation and how young people today were not getting the proper guidance. And this, to allay these fears and to help this situation, there were 2 books for sale. Man and Boy for men and teenage boys, and Women and Girl for women and teenage girls. And the climax of this lecture would be, and if a set of these books can save one young girl from the shame of unwed motherhood, or one young man from the ravages of venereal disease, there is no telling how much they are worth. But we pass these books out to you tonight for a slight fraction above the actual cost of printing, handling, and distribution. That price is $1 a copy, $2 for the set. And people bought this book. All this book was a reprint of the United States Public Health Book Service. But it was part of the show.
Thanks for coming.
Wow.
Our next clip, All Men Are Apes, is an old stag film that circulated in the underground world of stag parties, conventions, or other sleazy places where men gathered to see the forbidden. Today, when you think of stag films, and I know you all do, you think of pornography. But in the old days, stag films were much more innocent. But as you're about to see, they could still be weird. Enjoy this quirky little stag film, All Men Are Apes.
Dirty so-and-so. I used to have a buddy with the same hang-up.
We've run out of badass babes? Not a chance. There's plenty more coming up.
Real Wild Cinema offers you tonight's outrageous feature, She-Devils on Wheels, uncut, uncensored, and unbelievable at the low price of $19.95. Be the envy of your friends with the She-Devils on Wheels t-shirt for $15 or the Real Wild Cinema t-shirt for $15. Official Real Wild Cinema membership, newsletter, and complete video catalog for only $5 or free with order of t-shirt or video. Call 1-800-571-4763 to order now.
Welcome back to Real Wild Cinema.
For your bare-shouldered fashions, here's the secret of the smooth, pretty line you want. It's the new Playtex Magic Cling Bra, the strapless bra that stays in place whatever you do. Yes, you could even turn head over heels in this amazing strapless bra. And it won't slip, won't ride. You'll look so lovely and feel so confident. Here's why Playtex Magic Cling stays put as no other strapless can. Here's an ordinary bra. The fabric here in the back slips on your skin, like this. But this Playtex Magic Cling has an exclusive elastic back made of anisette. The inside of it won't slip on your skin. See? That's why the back stays put and the front stays up. You'll wear it in such heavenly comfort all day long. And look so beautiful, too. For all your strapless fashions, get the strapless bra that stays in place. Ask for Playtex Magic Cling Bra today. Only $5.95.
Mainstream movies of the 50s and 60s generally featured women in supporting roles only. Wives, moms, sweethearts. But as you've seen here tonight, real wild cinema women don't stand in anybody's shadow. Just watch these coming attractions trailers featuring Bad Girls Go to Hell. Don't I know it? Wild Women of Wonga. Still way too many W's. And my personal favorite, Women in Cages.
Do you know that bad girls go to hell? Bad girls. See the boldest and most intimate scenes ever shown on any screen. Bad girls go to hell.
But they're men. Well, that's what we came here for, wasn't it?
Angor, you spoke the truth about these women of Wongo.
This one's mine. He's cute.
Walls of concrete and steel, guarded by barbed wire and guns in a tropical hell. These are the dirty dolls of Devil's Island. They are women in cages. Women in cages.
Wow. I'm feeling strangely empowered after tonight's badass babes. I'm proud to be a woman. Let's all pop out to the Palomino Club in the Valley and catch Helen Reddy's act. I just want to give her a high five and a real hard slap at the same time. I'm Sandra Bernhard. Good midnight to you.